If you're thinking of buying a new designer bag this fall, pause before you swipe that card. Just because something is trending doesn't mean it deserves a spot in your closet or your wallet. Some of this season's it bags already show flaws. Poor quality, awkward sizing, and designs that will quickly look outdated. Worse, they're mostly hype driven by influencers who will abandon them by next season. So today, I'm breaking down the worst designer handbags of fall 2025 and what smarter pieces you should buy instead. The Balenciaga Kaggle, the overhyped revival. Balenciaga has been chasing its early 2000s glory days, and the Kaggle bag is supposed to be its triumphant comeback. At first glance, it's edgy, fun, and full of personality. But the truth is, it's a nostalgia trip rather than a forward-looking piece. The chunky studs and exaggerated zippers look cool if you're going to a music festival, but they don't exactly transition well to a boardroom or even a semi-formal dinner. Another problem? The quality isn't where it should be for the price point. The lambskin leather scratches if you so much as brush it against a chair, and the strap hardware is prone to tarnishing. Owners on forums have already complained about sagging after just a few months of wear. A bag at this price should age gracefully, yet the Kaggle seems to fall apart just when you need it to hold up. It also doesn't flatter everyone. On petite women, the oversized style overwhelms their frame. On taller women, it looks casual to the point of sloppy. Unless you live in leather jackets and low-rise jeans, it's a bag that feels out of place in most wardrobes. Compare that to the Celine Triomphe. It has a similar edge, but is far more refined. The structured silhouette, reinforced leather, and elegant clasp make it wearable across multiple settings. And while the Kaggle will feel like a Y2K costume piece in a year or two, the Triomphe will still look chic in 2030. Gucci Ophidia Tote, the heavyweight disappointment. Gucci is leaning hard into its heritage, and the Ophidia line is part of that strategy. The GG canvas, brown trim, and green-red stripe scream vintage luxury. But the tote version this fall has some serious drawbacks. First, it's heavy, even when empty. Add in a laptop, makeup bag, and water bottle, and suddenly you're hauling around a brick. The stiff handles make it worse, digging into your shoulder or your hand. For a bag that's supposed to be practical, it becomes exhausting to carry within an hour. The second issue is functionality. The tote has a wide open interior, which looks roomy, but makes it a nightmare for organization. Everything sinks to the bottom, forcing you to dig around constantly. There's also little to no security. Anyone can reach in when you're in a crowded place. For everyday use, it's a design flaw you can't ignore. And let's not forget the aesthetics. While the Ophidia might feel nostalgic right now, it risks looking old-fashioned very quickly. The oversized GG monogram is loud, and paired with the web stripe, it leaves little subtlety. Wealthier clients are moving toward understated, quiet luxury designs, which means the Ophidia could start to look dated as soon as 2026. Instead of buying this, consider the Hermès Kelly if you're ready to splurge, or the Chanel 19 if you want something equally recognizable but infinitely more wearable. Both deliver on practicality, craftsmanship, and style without weighing you down, literally. Prada Cleo, the pretty but impractical darling. The Prada Cleo is one of those bags that Instagram made famous. Its sleek crescent silhouette is undeniably photogenic. Worn under the arm with a sharp blazer, it looks like the epitome of chic minimalism. But when you actually try to live with it day to day, the cracks show, literally and figuratively. First, it's small. The Cleo can barely fit a phone, keys, and card holder without looking stuffed. If you're the type of person who carries even slightly more, like sunglasses, a makeup compact, or earbuds, it's game over. The strap is thin and digs into the shoulder, making it uncomfortable to wear for extended periods. The leather is another weak point. Prada uses polished, smooth finishes that scuff easily. Even careful owners complain about scratches showing up within weeks. And because of the Cleo's clean, glossy design, those scratches stand out immediately instead of blending in. It also has a very specific aesthetic moment. Right now, minimalist crescent bags are everywhere, but fashion is fickle. What feels cutting edge in 2025 could look painfully of its time in a year or two. The Cleo doesn't have the same timeless DNA as Prada's Galleria bag, or even the reissued re-edition nylon styles, which have proven staying power. If you love Prada, go with the Galleria. It's structured, practical, and has true longevity. If you just want a crescent silhouette, the Celine Ava does the same thing, but with sturdier construction and less worry about scratches. At this point, you might be wondering, why do these bags, Balenciaga's Kaggle, Gucci's Ophidia, Prada's Cleo, become so problematic so fast? Is it just bad luck? Or are the fashion houses deliberately designing them this way? The answer reveals something important about how luxury is marketed today. I'll come back to this in a moment because if you're spending thousands on a bag, you need to know the truth behind the hype. Jacquemus Le Chiquito, the Instagram trap. Jacquemus thrives on virality. The Le Chiquito was a genius marketing move, instantly recognizable in tiny influencer hands. But as a real handbag, it fails on almost every practical level. The micro sizes are comical. You can't fit anything inside except maybe a pair of AirPods. The larger versions look awkward, with a handle that's too small for the scale of the body. The strap is flimsy, and the bag collapses in strange ways after repeated use. This isn't a piece you'll treasure for years, it's a prop for a season. Another issue is resale value. While some designer bags hold or even increase in price, the Le Chiquito tanks on the second-hand market. Buyers know it's impractical, so demand drops quickly once the hype fades. That's the definition of a bad investment. A smarter choice, the Pollen Numero 10. It has the architectural flair that Jacquemus fans love, but it's crafted in Spain with durability in mind. It's also a fraction of the price of big-name designer bags, making it an elegant, everyday alternative. Dior Saddle bag, the style that won't die. Few bags divide opinion like the Dior Saddle. It was the ultimate it bag of the early 2000s, and its revival a few years ago brought it back into the spotlight. But in 2025, it's showing its limitations. The curved, asymmetrical shape makes it difficult to carry anything practical. A phone fits awkwardly, sunglasses barely squeeze in, and forget about carrying a water bottle. The short strap limits how you can wear it. It's not versatile enough to adapt to modern lifestyles where we want shoulder, crossbody, and handheld options. There's also the branding issue. The giant D charm and logo-heavy canvas versions are bold to the point of being dated. In an era where understated luxury is becoming the ultimate flex, the saddle feels loud and slightly desperate. Even on the resale market, while it still sells, it doesn't command the same desirability as a Kelly or a Chanel flap. If you love Dior, the Caro bag is a better bet. It has quilting that nods to the brand's heritage, a versatile chain strap, and a shape that works across outfits and occasions. It's the kind of bag you can carry for years without worrying about it falling out of fashion. Earlier, I asked why these hyped bags fail so fast. The truth is simple. They're designed for the trend cycle, not for the customer. Fashion houses know that if they release something flashy, distinctive, and instantly recognizable, it will generate buzz and sales. But the trade-off is longevity. Once the hype dies down, the bag looks tired. That's why luxury brands are perfectly okay with you moving on to the next it bag within a year. They're chasing fast profits while you're left with a closet full of expensive mistakes. The smarter way to shop is to resist the cycle. Focus on investment pieces with timeless design, durable materials, and genuine versatility. That's why the Hermès Kelly, Chanel 19, and Celine Triomphe consistently rise above seasonal hype. They're made for a lifestyle, not for a moment. The smarter investments. Think of it this way. The Hermès Kelly is over 80 years old, and it still feels modern today. That's because it was built with intention, not as a quick cash grab. The Chanel 19, though much newer, has already proven itself as a classic in the making, offering comfort and flexibility without sacrificing elegance. And the Celine Triomphe? It's a study in minimalism done right. Just enough detail to be distinctive, but not so much that it ties you to a specific year. When you buy one of these, you're not just purchasing a handbag. You're investing in a piece of craftsmanship that can serve you for decades, even becoming an heirloom. That's what true luxury is supposed to be about, not chasing the trend of the moment. Fall 2025 is full of eye-catching handbags, but not all of them deserve your money. The Balenciaga Cagole, Gucci Ophidia Tote, and Prada Cleo may be trending, but their flaws will become obvious fast. Add in Jacquemus Le Chiquito and Dior Saddle, and you have a lineup of bags that are more hype than substance. If you're spending thousands, you deserve more than just a seasonal accessory. You deserve quality, longevity, and true style. That's why smarter choices like the Hermès Kelly, Chanel 19, and Celine Triomphe are worth every penny. They're not just bags, they're investments in your personal style. Is there a handbag design that you think is overrated? Let us know in the comments. And if you like the discussion here, you better make sure to check this next video.